Hello?
What's up, bro?
What's going on with you?
Welcome to the show, bro. Chop it up with nice, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Introduce
I'm
yourself to the people.
I'm Dre. Most people know me by BallHead growing up, but my real name Dre.
Jay.
Dre Luna. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm here at Sheridan. I'm at Sheridan right now. I'm a student at Lewis University. Been locked up for about 15 years now. Been locked up as a juvenile when I was 15 years old. And yeah, just started my time out at Menard and worked my way up to Sheridan where I'm at now. Just where I'm at KT. And he just introduced me to this project that you're working on, and asked me that I want to be a part of it. I said yeah.
alright. How you on his relationship with?
My who?
How you on KT relationship?
Man, we smooth, man. I build with him when I can. He's one of the few guys that when I first moved onto the deck, he cut into me and started building with me. Introduced himself to me, and we've been straight from there.
So you can say that's a brotherhood with y'all?
Huh?
So you can say that's a brotherhood.
Yeah, no doubt. You can say that.
And what's your ID number?
M32591.
Okay. And how old are you?
30.
30.
I just turned 30 this month.
And state your full name for the people one more time.
Dreshawn Luna.
Dreshawn Luna.
Yeah, Dreshawn Luna. Everybody call me Dre.
Okay. And how long you been incarcerated, Dre?
About 15 years now. 2010.
15?
Yeah. It'll be 15 years this year in July.
Where you from?
Waukegan.
Waukegan?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you describe your neighborhood growing up?
Right. Pretty typical of most rough neighborhoods growing up. The typical with the gang stuff, the street violence, drugs. But I grew up with in a pretty good household though. My mom raised me, and my other two siblings, my brother and my sister, on our own. But we always had good family support. My grandma lived across the street. My great grandma lived right next to her, so we always had good structure. I'd say we fight lower middle class.
Okay.
Yeah, the same stuff that go on in the neighborhood, the negative stuff. Not much positive going on in the neighborhood, so kind of fell into the wrong stuff growing up, being around the wrong people. And
okay. What are some of the things you saw outside growing up?
Right down the street, it was the gang stuff. Everybody on the block, a lot of drugs. So that was kind of like my second family, and some of my family members was involved too. So that was I was introduced to them, other people, and they kind of became like my second family. So most of my time outside, I spend with them or spend running around the neighborhood just doing all type of crazy stuff that kids do,
So you say you saw a lot of violence growing up?
Yeah, you can say that.
How did it affect you?
I mean, it kind of became normalized. It probably was some trauma there. In a way, it kind of made me kind of not fearful, but like aware, of what could potentially happen, and kind of affected my way of thinking and dealing with people, and in some ways made me a little bit aggressive and defensive, I guess you would say.
Okay. Can you describe your experience in school as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, school, growing up, my family always made sure school was a priority. So I did decent in school for the most part. A lot of times I didn't pay attention, but I did enough. So when I get that report card, I can at least say, I did all right. I ain't got to worry about getting in trouble. And my attendance was always good.
Okay, so you had teachers that cared for you?
Yeah. I had good family support growing up.
Okay, how far did you go in school?
I made it to my freshman year in high school, and I ended up getting locked up that summer for my sophomore year.
Okay. Well, and you say you had to drop out due to you got locked up?
Yeah, when I got locked up, I ended up getting my GED.
Oh,
So I went
okay.
to prison. Now I'm in university working on my bachelor's degree now.
Right. What was the police like in your neighborhood?
I mean, I was young, so I didn't really have too many interactions with the police until I got a little bit older. But I mean, they was there. They was definitely present.
Right.
It was pretty hard on the guys that they felt like was involved in the gangs or the drug dealing. I remember one time the police drove past and I waved at them. They actually jumped out and put me up against the wall and patted me down. Just waving, you know what I mean?
Just because you waved at them, huh?
Yeah.
What did your parents think about the police?
Probably nothing positive. I think pretty much everybody knew growing up had a negative view the police in a negative way. They didn't trust them. Probably scared of them a little bit,
You say, when you was arrested, what did they accuse you of?
Murder.
Murder?
Aggravated battery with a firearm.
How did they treat you during interrogation?
They didn't treat me bad. They tried to manipulate me a little bit, but overall it was fair.
Okay. Did you have any witnesses on your case?
Yeah, I did.
Did?
Yeah.
Was they telling the truth on you? Or were they lying type?
I don't really want to get too much into my case.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah.
How has it been since you've been incarcerated?
Man, it's been a journey, man. Coming in, I was pretty rough. I got locked up when I was 15. I went to trial by the time I was 17, and ended up in Menard when I was 17. And that was like an eye opener for me. It was crazy place to be, man. And trying to figure it all out at such a young age. I was lucky to be around some good guys that kind of gave me some game coming in and helped me stay focused. But yeah, those experiences kind of helped me evolve into the man I am today. Though it was hard, but it was worth it,
Mm-hmm. So how has it been? As far as like you've been incarcerated, how has that affected your family?
Oh man, it kind of pulled us away from each other. Like my as far as like my mom and my sister. I haven't seen my mom. I haven't hugged my mom this whole time I've been in prison. So about since I left the county, so about 14 years.
14 years.
I haven't hugged my mom or my sister in about 14 years. Haven't had a visit. Part of that was because Menard was so far away from home, about 7 hours away.
But you communicating with them though, right?
In the beginning, they was there. But then as the years go by, the communication kind of fell off, and then it's been at one point it was years we had talked, about 5-6 years. We better now, but I've also been able to, find my wife since I've been locked up and get married and start a family. And so I got family in my life, you know.
Oh, okay. So you say you married right now?
Yep, I got married in 2019.
Congratulations, man. I got married last year.
That's what's up. Congratulations to you too.
You say you ain't got no kids though, right?
No, I do. I got one.
You got
one
one?
boy. Yep.
Anything you want to say to him right now, as far as you want to interview?
Yeah, I mean, I tell him, you know, first off, I love him. I just tried to call him too a little bit. He probably had the phone, didn't probably swipe the call because he was playing games or something.
Right.
Yeah, I love him, man. I think about him every day. Everything I do every day is for him and for his mom, you know. And I'm looking forward to at some point getting out there with him and changing their life forever, you know. Yep.
And I got a couple more questions for you, bro.
Okay, that's cool.
What do you think are some of the misconceptions about incarcerated people?
Say that again. What are the misconceptions of people that's incarcerated?
Yeah.
I would say, man, that they don't, people out there don't understand that there's a lot of guys in here that, I mean, they shouldn't be defined by their worst mistake, right? And also, there's a lot of guys in here that have changed and deserve that second chance. They're not criminals no more. They're not bad people, man. They're remorseful for what they did. They deserve that second chance. They don't get the spotlight enough, you know. The system is so focused on punishment, but they don't see like the progress that people made over the years and the suffering that people go through.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what do you think people misunderstand about you right now?
I would probably say a lot of people probably still remember me as who I was when I got locked up, right? Most of them, I kept my circle real tight over the last 15 years, so people that's in my life, they know who I am, you know. But a lot of people that I haven't talked to in 15 years, when they think of me, they probably think of I'm the same person that they remember me as.
And like you say, you left when you was a kid.
Yep.
And that was 15?
Yeah, 15.
Okay. And what are some of the greatest lessons you learned since you've been in prison?
I would say, one, man, just being responsible, being accountable for the mistakes I've made in my life, and I would say empathy, suffering, and kind of embracing the suffering, and you know, self-growth, and just having a different perspective on life, man. Just appreciating everything, the smallest stuff, you know. And spirituality too. That's a big thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the things you want to do when you get free, bro?
I got a strong passion for entrepreneurship, business, investing. I love the law too. At one point, I wanted to go to law school and become a lawyer, but I like business more than anything.
Right.
But most and foremost, like the first thing I really want to do is just spend time with my wife and son and the people that's been there for all these years, you know.
That part. Family first, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
So what makes you happy and bring you joy these days?
My family, man, like my wife, my son, and just the connections I have with people in my life. That's everything for me. And just hope in the future, having hope that, you know, things will work out and I'll get back out there. Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. And if there's something you could tell your 15-year-old self, what would that be?
I would say, man, I would tell my younger self to slow down and just enjoy being a kid, you know. Learn from other people's mistakes, and also that the world is bigger than the neighborhood I grew up in.
Right. And last question, bro. What gave you what gave you the strength to keep going in prison?
I would say hope. Hope has been everything, man. Without it, man, you'd be in a bad place. Hope and family. Yeah.
Man, bro, that's nice chopping up with you, bro. And chop it up with nice, you hear me? You know what I'm saying?
You too, man. I appreciate what you're doing, and I look forward to hearing more about it.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, bro. Hopefully in the future, bro, we be able to do something in the future, bro. And is anything else you want to say before you leave?
No, that's about it, man. I just appreciate what you're doing, and if there's anything I can do to support it, just holler at KT. Let me know.
Appreciate you, bro. I'll definitely stay in touch with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You enjoy the rest of your day, man.
You too. I didn't catch your name though.
My name Nice.
Mike. Okay.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Nice. All right. Nice. All right.
All
right. Here you go, KT. All right, bro.
Hello.